Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. In this video, we'll be talking about Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, a brand new Zelda game that just came out recently. We've been playing it for about a week. Well, she really has been playing it for about a week, and I've been watching her, and it's been. We're gonna let you know what we think about it. So stay tuned. All right, Katie. So let's tell them about what happened when we tried to go pick this game up. We went day one when this game physically came out. We wanted to get a physical copy of it. We didn't pre-order it. It was a little late to the game, so we did go pick this up at. We tried multiple different stores. We tried a local Walmart. We tried a GameStop. We called a couple of game stores around our area. No one had this game out in stock. We actually drove like 30 minutes to
another Walmart.
We tried another Walmart, and we just couldn't find it. But finally, we made it to Target, for you folks who are younger. And we found the game, and I just had to record our experience and what it feels like when we found it. Check this out. So we finally found it. There, we finally found it at one of the Targets. We went to a couple of different places and called a few different places, and they didn't have it due to the tropical storm. The tropical storm. I don't really know if I like the way this switches back and forth like that, but anyway. What do you think, Katie? Awesome. So now let's go back to the studio. So I want to start with Katie. I want to ask her a couple of questions about how she feels about the game so far. Number one, Katie, what do you think? What do you think about the gameplay mechanics so far? You know, what you have to do as far as using her abilities to copy things and solve puzzles that way. The echo
Ability. Yeah, I think it's cool. It's different from the first one, which I think is cool. I don't know. It's definitely a challenge to figure out like what items you need to help you with certain tasks, and I don't know. I find it interesting. I like it.
Yeah. And I'm a Zelda fan. She's a Zelda fan. We both really like Zelda. My favorite Zelda game is Zelda. I like Ocarina of Time, and I also like Majora's Mask, but I think Ocarina of Time and weirdly Twilight Princess is probably my favorite Zelda game. But what's your favorite Zelda game?
I like these most recent ones.
So like Link's Awakening that came out a few years ago.
I've played that one through twice.
She really enjoyed that. Well, we both really enjoyed it. I love the art style. The art style is super cool.
Yeah, I like it kind of, and like this one too, it's kind of like a puzzle. Like, you kind of have to figure out, I mean, there's different like chambers and stuff that you go into, and you have to figure out like the best route to get through it all. And I don't know, it makes you think, I guess, is what I like.
Let's talk about the first issue that we ran into, the first hiccup that we ran into when we were trying to figure out how to get across when you just learned how to make the bed.
Yeah.
Right? And we were trying to figure out how to get
out of the
across.
Prison.
Hours later.
Try. I can't jump.
Oh, can you jump from that?
Oh.
So a lot of the what I really like about the game so far is I really like the almost chibi-esque style of Zelda, and I love that you get to play as Zelda. I don't know, there may have been another Zelda game out there that you could have played as Zelda, but I don't really remember. But the top-down view, old school top-down view, where you're moving from place to place, and it's super cool. I love it. As far as like the music goes, it's classic Zelda music. Absolutely love the music. It's super catchy. What do you think about the music?
Yeah.
Super catchy.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not that different from Link's Awakening. But no, it's just a really cute game in general, I feel like, and it's fun.
So let's talk about the other thing here, which is absolutely super cool. I really love this aspect of it. The being able to echo or copy like the monsters and using the monsters to fight
for you. Yeah, because Zelda doesn't really. Well, I guess you'll find that out. But Zelda doesn't really fight. So you have to echo monsters and stuff to fight for you. And then not too far in, you meet Link, but it's like a bad Link. And then you get to like use Link's power, but you have to like build up the energy in order to do so, and it only lasts so long. And like that's not only to fight things, but also he jumps higher than Zelda does. So you'll find that you're having to build with like things that you've echoed, copied, whatever, to get to certain things you need to get to. And sometimes it's beneficial to use Link because again, he can jump higher than Zelda can. So yeah, it's definitely not a game that you can just like zone out and like kind of mindlessly play. It definitely like your mind has to be in it.
It seems like it's very, very puzzle driven.
Yeah, which I like.
So you have to really be thinking all the time when you're trying to solve these puzzles. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cool features of different things. It feels like every time you echo something, it gets more. It's more useful. Like the spider.
Monsters, are like the further along you get in the game, the monsters are like harder to beat in general. So then when you do beat them, then you can echo them, or like memorize them and then echo them, and so yeah. And
they fight for you. It's kind of like an SMT game or like Pokemon or Dragon Quest Monsters, where they kind of fight for you, which is super cool. I love that. I love that aspect of this. It gives it a whole unique flair than any other Zelda game I played. So, in comparison to like Link's Awakening, what do you think? What are you thinking? Like, if you had to say which one you like better so far, which one would you say right now?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard, and that's what I was wondering was like what was gonna be the difference between the two. Which, when they did the, Nintendo preview or whatever, they showed the echoing thing, but it had been a minute since I'd seen that. So, again, I was kind of wondering how it was going to be different, but I don't know which one I like better.
What about the story? Do you what do you like about, like,
I think I like this story better because it's, like, Zelda and Link, whereas, like, the last one, I don't think Zelda was in it at all.
It's definitely more in depth. I feel like the story is a little bit deeper.
Yeah. I'd say so.
So that's super cool. I like that aspect.
I don't know. I feel like I need to play this one a little more to answer that question fully, just because I have played Link's Awakening through twice, so I just know that one more. Whereas this one, I'm still getting into it, but I could see me liking this one better just because it is different. Whereas with Link's Awakening, like, he does all the combat and it's kind of a little more straightforward, where this one, like, it's a little more complicated, which I don't know, some people might not like that, but I like that.
Yeah. And girl power. So.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. I'm all about it.
And she's super cute, her little like noises and stuff. And they've made like the expressions on the different characters different. Like they get really wide eyes when you break their vases and stuff. Or
the art style.
Vases, if you're fancy. They've definitely added more to this one.
Yeah, I really think that this is a good progression to the Zelda series for the Switch. I don't know. I think possibly if they were smart, like they've done with a lot of Zeldas in the past, they would go ahead and port this over to the new Nintendo Switch.
Zelda gets a little friend too. I don't know if you can see it, but that little friend helps her with different tasks too. Like they can get a hold of different objects and you can move them, or like you can attach to them. And I mean, the more you play, you'll find out, and you'll see it in our gameplay clips. But that's super cool too. And then there's like rifts in this game. It's like swallowing everyone. That's what swallows Link,
which is the purple stuff.
Yeah. In the beginning, and so her little friend helps her like repair those rifts and stuff too. So yeah, I don't know, it's cool. I definitely think there's a lot more like I feel like in Link's Awakening it was kind of just Link playing throughout the story and like, you know, fighting all the battles and everything. Of course you had like different characters like Marin and stuff, but I feel like this one, like, you have her little buddy, you can have the monsters fight for you when you echo them, and I don't know. There's just a lot more to it.
It's a lot more involved. Yeah. The combat and the story. I feel like you build relationship with the character, like, you know, the characters, and you start to really like the characters in this game.
Yeah.
Try. I think.
Sorry, Try is her friend's name.
Try.
I was trying to remember.
Try
or
is
Tree.
the
I'm
friend's
not sure how you say it.
Yeah, I think it's the Try because
TRI.
But I think it's a really good progression from the first Link's Awakening was super good, and this is a great addition. It build on to that same style of Zelda game that we all have come to love, and
I think this will be a series that they can keep going with.
I would love for that. I would love for that too. So I guess needless to say, our personal thoughts on it. For me, I 100% recommend this game. If you're a Zelda fan, obviously, if you love Link's Awakening, if you liked, you know, Minish Cap Force, I mean, all of those super fun like top-down Zelda games, it's 100% worth it in my opinion. Actually, I take everything I said back about Zelda, and my favorite game from Zelda is actually Wind Waker. So take that for what it's worth. Like star rating wise, overall so far, one weekend, for me, I probably give this a solid 4 stars. 4 out of 5 stars for me.
Well, I'd say 4.5. But I really liked Link's Awakening, and so I feel like this one might even trump that for me. So I feel like that's why I'm pretty confident in giving it a 4.5.
I just wish Zelda used like swords and shields and getting the bombs and the boomerang and like when you first enter this game, you're playing as Link. He has the bow and arrow and all that stuff, and it was super cool. And I was like, oh man, Zelda's gonna have all these weapons, but she hasn't. We haven't come across them yet. Not to say that it won't happen. It may.
I mean, like she's already picked up Link's sword.
So I wonder if she's going to be able to use it. So I thought
maybe she was going to be able to use it, but so far she hasn't. But
of course, keep in mind we're only probably 5.5.
Well,
6
and
hours
like
in.
I said, you can play as Link for a little bit, and you can progress like getting more energy, like abilities, like how in games you can get more HP ability. Same thing. So, I mean, you can like fight as Link, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So she said 4.5 stars. I said 4 stars. I think honestly, is it worth the $60 price tag on this game? Absolutely. And I think that if they continue to make games like this for the Switch, it's going to have a very healthy lifespan on the Switch 2 or whatever the new Switch is going to be called. I think it's going to just be Switch 2, but we're super excited. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I would just say if you like games that make you think, this is a good one. If you get frustrated with those type of games, then it might not be for you. Because I don't think you can adjust the difficulty level on it.
It's just one difficulty.
Yeah, so I like it.
What other games would you like to see us review and talk about on this channel? We'd love to hear from you. We'll definitely, pick up any suggestions you guys might have and let you know if it's worth picking up and playing or not. Make sure you hit that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy, husband and wife combo team talking about video games and stuff. Kapow! Boom!
Yeah.
See you in the next one.
See ya.